Welcome everyone. If AI feels like it's rewriting your traffic patterns every quarter, you're not imagining it. Today we'll show you how to leapfrog to 800 gig everywhere without redesigning your network from scratch. AI is pushing both east-west data center fabrics and long-haul backbones to their limits. The good news? With Express 5 Silicon and our PTX series, you can scale anywhere on your own terms. The PTX series router delivers dense 800 gig or double density 400 gig capabilities in both modular and ultra-compact fixed form factors. Designed to help you scale up, scale out, and scale across so you can meet the growing demands of AI workload, we are launching leading high radix and the most compact and 1.6T Ethernet-ready PTX 12K series. PTX 12K series supports 54-port native 800 gig line cards with a forwarding capacity of 43.2 terabits per second. Specifically, our PTX 12008 delivers up to 345.6 Tbps capacity into 8 slots with 432 native 800 gig ports. And our PTX 12K12 delivers up to a whooping 518.4 Tbps capacity packed into just 12 slots. A massive radix in minimal rack space, purpose-built for efficiency and space-optimized data center and DCI data center interconnect deployments. We are also delivering leading dense port configuration with up to 28.8 terabits per second of throughput per PTX 10K router, line card, or fixed 2RU, PTX 10036 QDD, or PTX 10036 OD ultra-compact routers, and up to 14.4 Tbps throughput for our fixed 2RU, PTX 1003660MR, or PTX 10036CD ultra-compact routers. It has flexible 100 gig, 400 gig, and 800 gig port configuration options. Now, this sets new benchmarks for performance and sustainability with PTX 800 gig routers delivering an impressive 75% improvement in watts per gig from our previous generation 400 gig routers. So whether you are scaling your WAN backbone to keep up with AI-driven traffic growth, or building performant data center networks with high-capacity spine layer routing, or data center interconnects for classical and AI workloads, PTX has you covered. Now, connectivity means different things across data center and WAN architectures. That's why PTX routers not only delivers leading throughput and port density, but also unmatched flexibility across different transport technologies, encapsulations, services, and optics. For example, in terms of flexibility, the PTX can act as an EVPN multi-site gateway terminating L3 VPN or VXLAN fabrics, and it can extend them across different underlay technologies like IP-MPLS, SR-MPLS, or SRv6 backbones, all with full tenant isolation, traffic engineering, turnkey DDoS protection, line rate MACsec encryption, and uncompromising support for converged optical routing. Especially for data center interconnect, where data replication, load balancing, disaster recovery, and resource pooling has become extremely critical, so extreme throughput and efficiency are a top priority. This is exactly what the PTX was purpose-built for, to meet these extreme bandwidth and throughput requirements, where it uses deep packet buffers to enable the fast, efficient transfer of massive volumes of traffic. And the PTX supports all the necessary capabilities to optimize traffic flows and assure efficient data transfer among data center sites, such as MPLS traffic engineering, segment routing, and EVPNs. Now, PTX routers also provide low latency resiliency and scalability to keep pace with evolving data center traffic demands, including the ability to scale on the fly. In addition, it has best-in-class segment routing that can be used for deterministic multi-TBPS path. Now, speaking of best class with the PTX carrier-grade reliability, our DCI solution provides several mechanisms to intelligently optimize application traffic through providing RSPPT with node and link protection, and also possibly T++ enhancements as well as SRT, both with controller-driven and controller-less traffic engineering options. This also includes threshold-triggered auto bandwidth, congestion avoidance, and other protocol-level features to tailor to the dynamic needs of AI and other DCI workflows. Now, careful thought is essential when selecting network features to accommodate diverse traffic patterns in DCI networks. Some flows require low latency processing, while others create high volume elephant flows that necessitate intelligent traffic engineering dynamic scaling of transport mechanisms, and adaptive adjustment of transmission resources based on real-time usage. For example, corporate DCI and distributed training use case require low latency and lossless connectivity, while hybrid cloud connectivity, raw data ingestion, edge inference, and centralized shadow training have elephant flows and bursty traffic, while the latter also is latency sensitive as well. This means that different use cases require different congestion management and traffic engineering techniques, so having the flexibility to utilize a wide range of options is key. And not to forget about cloud quality of service. Now, quality of service also helps with addressing the diverse traffic patterns of DCI networks. For example, a list of typical applications can be mapped to different classes of service, where SLA targets can be uniquely defined to meet specific needs. For example, class of service configuration can be used to offer bandwidth or latency guarantees in case of congestion. The PTX can also use RSVPT or SRT class-based forwarding or border gateway protocol classful transport, we call it BGP-CT, for forwarding different application traffic onto specific paths. Dedicated tunnel topologies to use link and color mappings and admin groups. Now, specifically for load balancing, the PTX can provide advanced features such as deep packet parsing, load balancing polarization avoidance, and accurate load balancing across multiple paths. Our load balancing functions of high scale and high accuracy, for example, across very large groups of ECMP next hops, which may be the servers inside the data center fabric, we can also enable packet spraying for select ECMP next hops. And let's not forget about security, which is a very important requirement for all of us. Our DCI solution supports zero trust and DDoS protection security across the stack, and it protects against both internal and external threats. All links leaving the data center facility must be encrypted. So we support MACsec encryption line rate for secure replication or active-active workloads. This also includes the several MACsec configuration options to make operations simpler, such as time-based DKey configuration, pre-shared key generation, and distribution, along with the fallback PSK provisioning. Also, it provides the very trustworthy ecosystem with trusted platform capability with TPM 2.0 chipset. All to say that PTX helps deliver both the assured performance and protection needed to make the new demands of your AI era networks. The PTX is an amazing WAN DCI platform. Another key feature is its strength in our converged optical routing architecture, or we call it CORA. It helps you to efficiently scale intersite bandwidth with native 100 gig, 400 gig, or 800 gig ZR plus optics. Our 100 gig, 400 gig, and 800 coherent optics solution reduces cost, minimizes latency, and simplifies operational complexity, which is very important for data center interconnect networks. It is used to lower operational costs being incurred on DWDM connectivity between data centers. You see, traditionally, DCI networks have been built using wave services where third-party connectivity providers offer medium to long-range connectivity over DWDM networks. However, in recent years, companies started laying fiber or dark fiber to enable connectivity between data centers. It enables these companies to build DCI networks and WAN backbones, which are not dependent on external DWDM transponders, and thus lowers the OpEx being incurred on DWDM connectivity, which is mostly on monthly or annual lease from third-party providers. So in order to build mid to long-range DCI and WAN backbone over dark fiber without external DWDM transponders, network devices must be capable of operating coherent optics. And this is why we are seeing increasing demand for these types of network designs for large-scale data centers. In fact, our PTX, we have delivered multiple large-scale data center interconnect deployments that use 100 gig, 400 gig, or even 800 gig converged optical routing. This is also another area where the PTX is trailblazing. In fact, one of our customers, Elisa in Finland, was the first in the world to launch 800 Gbps Ethernet services over 800 gig ZR coherent transceivers. Now, in addition to DCI, the PTX also stands out an ideal converged platform for AI data center networks. It combines the high-speed radix and low latency forwarding of a spine layer switch with the long-haul interconnect, deep buffering, and traffic engineering capabilities of a DCI router. All of this into a single device, enabling seamless scale-out of AI workloads across data centers with high efficiency and performance. Now let's talk about those AI data centers for a moment where there is a need to connect thousands of GPUs for AI model training and inferencing, as well as the link to external data sources. The PTX can provide massive scale for your data center fabric spine. With our PTX 10008, we support up to 288 ports of 800 GB so that you can build clusters in 3-state design going up to 32,000 GPUs. And the PTX is a border spine. We call it super spine, support multiple functions in the same deployment like interconnectivity across leaves and GPU host within a single AI cluster, plus simultaneously providing external connectivity to other data centers as a data center edge router. For example, to exchange training data and ensure resiliency for AI training and inference applications. For data center networks, the PTX is a low latency solution that meets the unique requirements of AI workloads, such as Interconnect to synchronize operations across thousands of GPU nodes for model training or real-time inferencing without creating bottlenecks. It also enables the GPU interconnect along with the ability for low latency east-west scale-out, as well as PTP for distributed training, all with streaming telemetry and GNMI vendor-neutral automation. It also provides all the specialized traffic engineering capabilities that we mentioned previously to optimize traffic flows and the security features to encrypt sensitive data in transit. It delivers the resiliency to support mission-critical data center applications with the scalability to keep up with the traffic growth. This is because the PTX has a high-capacity, non-blocking platform with deep buffers and with microsecond buffer config, which makes it extremely well-suited for contending with massive AI DC traffic volumes. PTX also offers the highest performance and congestion avoidance with cell-based fabric, which our modular PTX routers utilize spraying to lower latency with 95% plus utilized links. It also enables adaptive load balancing to dynamically tune link loads. Other important technologies that are supported include priority flow control, explicit congestion notification, and ultra Ethernet technology, making the PTX feature-rich for DC environments. And if you're using PTX within your data center architecture, it may also be the most cost-effective option for you to choose to use the PTX as data center edge router for connecting your data center sites with external networks like WAN, campus, and branch networks and the internet. Or alternatively, you could consider deploying a dedicated DC edge router with a versatile multi-service router such as our MX. If you opt for the PTX, it would help you to meet high performance and high throughput for varied bandwidth connectivity requirements, especially because these routers provide high port density and flexibility to mix and match interfaces. It also delivers a future-proof solution with its significantly higher routing scale. In general, the PTX gives you a clear advantage for addressing the needs of data center use cases, whether it be as DCI router for accelerating the interconnect of your data centers, or for numerous roles within your data center fabrics as a border spine or a super spine or DC edge router. The PTX delivers leading scale and performance and security needed for the AI era, as well as the flexibility and sustainability to reduce operational overhead and maximize resource utilization by being delivered in a convenient, power, and cost-efficient package. So if you'd like to learn more, please check out our PTX product pages for more in-depth details on our PTX Express 5 chipset based on 800 GB solutions, features, and use cases, and more.